I don't have everything figured out, but I wanted to start this while I'm still becoming who I want to be. Welcome to the Margin for More podcast. So, this is the first episode of this podcast, and I decided to start Margin for More because I feel as though people are always posting their end results, and what people don't realize is that we're always in the middle of developing ourselves into becoming what we want to be and where we want to be in our lives. So I'm starting this. I'm still in high school. I'm about to graduate, but this podcast is just going to be somewhere for me to put my thoughts and show that I'm still developing into the person I want to be, and I will forever be developing into the person that I want to be, and that it's okay to not have everything figured out, because who has everything figured out at the end of the day? No one. So I'm not speaking as an expert in any subject because I'm just in high school, but this is a space for me to reflect in real time about what I am trying to pursue, the steps I'm taking, and how things are going in my life. So this is for people, which is everyone, who's in the middle of becoming and not at their finish line. So that's what's been on my mind and the reasoning behind starting this podcast. So, what does being in the middle feel like? Being in the middle of your journey is not being where you want to be yet, which a lot of us can relate to. Not being lost because we know what we want to achieve. It's not like we don't have a clue where we want to go, but we just haven't got there yet. It's knowing that you're capable of being able to get where you want to go and achieve your goals, but you haven't done so yet. And it's knowing that you're growing, even if it's quiet, small, and takes a bit of time. And I think that people just want progress and accomplishments to come at the snap of the fingers, when in reality nothing happens at the snap of our fingers, and we really have to take the time that we need to invest time in ourselves and really just take time to achieve our goals. So when in this stage of becoming, it can be a bit confusing. It's honestly the fact that everything takes time, but you want to rush it. You want to already be at the end goal. And then you take social media and you compare yourself to others, and you realize that they might be further along your path or closer to a goal that you want to achieve. But when, realistically, everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own time frame for achieving what they're meant to achieve. And so I think that's really important to think about when you're deciding and discovering your path and your goals. And so with being in the middle of everything, I want to just briefly introduce the fact that wanting more for yourself should not come with guilt. And I think that some people believe that you're ungrateful, or people may perceive you as ungrateful for what you already have. And that is not true. You can be grateful for what you have and still strive to achieve bigger and better things that you know are in your future, or are goals of yours, or things you know you want to accomplish. So this is for appreciating where you are but still wanting growth. I don't want us to be stagnant and in a mindset that we like where we are and we're going to stay where we are, because growth does not happen in your comfort zone. And so we should always be growing, regardless if it's learning, if it's maybe you're experiencing something new. But growth should always, always, always be happening in your life. And so you have to let yourself know that you want more unapologetically. Like, it is okay for you to want more for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your life. But you're still, like, at the end of the day, I am grateful for everything that I have achieved, and I know only by the grace of God that I have achieved these things. However, I know that this isn't the end of my story, and I have so much more. And so that's why it's important for me to understand that I am grateful for everything, but this is not my end. Like, I still have so much more to do, so much more to accomplish, and so much more to achieve. So let's not downplay our ambition and really just put everything we want to achieve in front of us and go for it. So, what does the name of this podcast mean? Margin for more. So, margin means that I'm giving myself the leeway, the time, the space to grow into what I want to become. And I'm not going to bash myself or get upset with myself when there are setbacks or when maybe I'm not feeling like it. But it's just giving myself the space to grow into what I want for myself. So, giving myself space means that I give myself room to make mistakes, to move at my own pace, and to choose patience. Patience with myself, with things around me. And so this will help me to build discipline, self-trust, and allow me to slow down but not fully stop in my goals. So, this is a reminder, this podcast is a reminder that becoming takes time and the space will evolve as you do, and that it is okay, normal, and most people are in the middle. Thank you for listening to the Margin for More podcast. This was just an introduction, but I hope to see you soon.